Hello everybody. So just having a look at Google and yeah, I mean pretty similar to the rest of the big stocks coming out of the US is we have quite a few ranges that are formed. So there's another weekly range and this one may have actually broken. Let's drill down. No, not really. So for a break I want to see a close above this, and a daily close above this on a weekly range would be ideal. A 4 hour close above would kind of be okay, but I'd be looking for something stronger. So let's just get back to the weekly. Let's have a quick look here. So got a level here, and this is a pretty solid level. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. So this support level here is very, very strong. Okay, and nothing much else that we can see here. We've got quite a big gap at the top there. Nothing really. There's no real magnets to the bottom apart from the cloud. But let's have a look at the daily and see what we can find here. So from an Ichimoku perspective, we're bearish. Okay, so Siku span has broken through and we're now going sideways. In other words, we're ranging, but we're doing it on top of the 200 EMA. Okay, we had a bearish crossover there. We've broken through the cloud, but there is an indication of a pullback coming here, because what you have here, you've got a flat Tekinson, and then Tekinson's run away and are starting to round. And normally when this happens, it'll continue sort of moving back up. Not to say that it'll fly up here, but it gets closer to Tekinson before they make up their mind which direction they're going to go. They'll either continue on the downside, or we break up and continue the bigger range that we're in. But for now, we've had quite a big sell-off here. We're now consolidating. If we do break to the downside, we have a bit of we've got, technically speaking, we should have that distance to fall. Let's just move that to there. Technically speaking, we break below here, we should be heading for 877 area. Let's probably test this area here. Let's just round it off. So there's quite a bit of support there. Alternatively, if that goes, then we're looking at that area. Okay, so yeah, so what's going to happen this week? Again, I think oil is taking center stage as the world fights over oil yet again. And if you have a look here, you can see how we are forming a flat top triangle. So there's the top of the triangle and there. But if this trend here holds, then we may just push through to the upside and continue up. But the jury's out as to how far we're going to go. We may come up to test the cloud. So from a technical point, from an Ichimoku perspective, there are a couple of levels if we do break up, and that's there, and then cloud there. Okay. Now you can see how that cloud and the 100% of this weekly range. So that would be the range break target and the top of the cloud. So if there is a break, that's probably the area we're heading to. For me, the debate is still out as whether we're going to see more of a pullback in these big stocks. I mean, they've had a fantastic run, and now we've got into this massive range here. And the big question is, a break below this level is going to be, there will be a bit of a sell-off, definitely. How far? Nobody really knows. None of us have got a crystal ball. But I suppose until the big boys see some value in the stock price and start buying it again. So at this stage, I think I will just throw my hands. If it does break to the upside, let's just get to the 4 hour, because that always gives us a little bit of a better picture of what's actually going on. So you can see we've had a bullish crossover there. We've got Thin moving to the upside and Kijinson flattening out, and they've crossed over. So that is a bullish crossover. Sequence span has come into price. We'd want that to break through price. Okay, a lot of people will take this trade on a long based on that crossover. What they will do is sort of get in here and keep their stop pretty close. I would look at below the 50% of the range. Okay, and yeah, I think that's kind of where we are. And same as some of the other stocks, you can see we've got a mini range here on the 4-hour. So let's just not delete that bigger range. Let's get this one in. Not exact, but you'll get the picture. So there's a range. We're sitting at the bottom of this range. So a break below this level here is going to bring in this pin bar, and then possibly this pin bar into view. And we do have a gap here as well. So the price closed over there and opened here. That hasn't come back to close this gap. So this gap is still open, which sits right over here. So maybe a bit of a pullback to this area. And that's probably, let's delete that so we messy. Take it from there to, try that again. From there to there. And that gives us the 61.8 of the range. So there's the 50% of the range, and there's a 61.8. So the break of this range bar brings us into this area here, which may actually be a good buying opportunity. But the only thing that worries me is that it would have broken this upward trend. So yeah, so I think for me, I'm sitting wait to see what happens with this 4-hour bar. If we get a 4-hour, even a 1-hour close below that, I may just take a stab at a short, bringing us into the bigger part of the range, the 50%. Not going to be a massive trade, more of a scalp than anything else, because we're going to be looking at a 1.5, 1.6% fall. So it's at $17 odd. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're looking at on Google. Hope it helps. Catch you later.